Hi everyone, welcome to English Anytime. Today we talk about the role of discipline in learning English, a comprehensive guide to daily routines and time management. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel. English is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world, and mastering it has become an essential skill for personal and professional growth. However, learning English is not simply about studying grammar rules or memorizing vocabulary. It is about developing a disciplined approach that fosters consistent practice and gradual improvement. Discipline in learning is not merely about self-control. It is about creating a routine, setting clear goals, and staying motivated over time. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, television, and other forms of entertainment can easily divert our attention away from our learning goals. This makes it crucial for English learners to cultivate a disciplined study habit that keeps them focused and on track. A disciplined approach to learning English involves establishing daily routines that incorporate listening, speaking, reading, and writing. For instance, a learner might decide to start their day by listening to an English podcast at 7 a.m., followed by a short review of vocabulary at 8 a.m., and then engaging in a conversation practice session at 10 a.m. Such routines not only improve language skills but also build confidence and consistency. Moreover, by following a set schedule, learners can monitor their progress and adjust their strategies based on what works best for them. From early morning study sessions to late-night revisions, every moment dedicated to learning English adds up over time. The journey of mastering a language is long, and discipline is the key to making small improvements every day. Accurate time markers in one's schedule can serve as checkpoints that help in assessing progress and maintaining a steady pace. Whether it is a study plan for a week, a month, or even a year, discipline ensures that every learning session is productive and aligned with long-term goals. In this guide, we will explore the role of discipline in learning English and discuss practical ways to incorporate it into your daily life. We will delve into establishing effective routines, using simple yet effective strategies to stay focused and overcoming challenges that may arise along the way. With real-life examples and accurate time markers, this guide is designed to be a roadmap for anyone serious about achieving fluency in English. By committing to a disciplined study plan, you not only improve your English skills, but also develop habits that benefit all areas of life. This intro sets the stage for growth. Embracing discipline transforms your learning journey into a series of achievable milestones that build towards lasting mastery. A steady daily routine truly unlocks the door to success. Discipline is the cornerstone of learning English. It means setting aside time each day for focused study and practice. For example, on January 1st, 2023, many learners began their journey by establishing routines that would help them achieve fluency. When you think of discipline, you may imagine early morning study sessions, structured practice, and the willpower to resist distractions. At 8 a.m. on a typical day, a learner might open their English textbook or review flashcards, dedicating 30 minutes to vocabulary building. This kind of regular practice lays a strong foundation for future success. Discipline is more than simply following a schedule. It is about developing a mindset that values consistency and progress over perfection. Consider the case of Lisa, who started her disciplined learning routine on March 5th, 2023, at exactly 7:30 a.m. Lisa committed to studying English for 45 minutes each morning and 30 minutes every evening. Her approach was simple yet effective. She planned her study sessions with clear objectives, such as learning 5 new words each day or practicing a specific grammar rule. Through this structured approach, Lisa was able to see measurable progress over time. By the end of the first month, she could hold basic conversations in English, and by June 2023, her confidence had grown significantly. A disciplined learner understands that every minute counts. Even on busy days, setting aside as little as 15 minutes for review can make a difference. For instance, at 6:15 p.m. on a hectic weekday, John found a quiet moment to listen to an English podcast while commuting. These small, consistent efforts accumulate, gradually enhancing language skills. Discipline, in this context, is about making the most of every opportunity, whether it is a dedicated study session or a brief moment of reflection. Moreover, discipline helps learners overcome the common obstacles that come with language studies. When faced with a challenging new topic, disciplined learners do not get discouraged. Instead, they schedule extra time for review and seek help from teachers or online resources. For example, on February 20th, 2023, when Mark encountered difficulties with English pronunciation, he allocated additional practice time at 9 a.m. for a week. His persistence paid off, and by early March, his pronunciation had improved noticeably. This example illustrates that discipline is not just about maintaining a routine, it is also about being adaptable and responsive to one's learning needs. In addition to regular practice, disciplined learners often set long-term goals. They may decide to prepare for English proficiency tests, join conversation clubs, or even plan trips to English-speaking countries. These goals provide motivation and a clear direction. For example, a learner might set a target to complete an advanced English course by December 2023, marking milestones such as completing grammar modules at specific times, like 10 a.m. every Saturday, or finishing vocabulary exercises every evening at 8 p.m. Such precise planning instills a sense of purpose and urgency, which is essential for sustained progress. Ultimately, discipline in learning English is about committing to a journey of continuous improvement. It is the daily decision to invest time and effort, no matter how small the step may seem. By embracing discipline, learners can transform their study habits, overcome challenges, and steadily progress towards fluency. Whether it is the routine of starting on a specific date or the habit of making time for learning even on busy days, discipline is a fundamental ingredient in the recipe for success in English learning. 2. Establishing a daily routine for English learning. One of the most effective ways to improve your English skills is to establish a daily routine that incorporates various learning activities. A well-structured routine not only makes the learning process manageable, but also helps to create a habit that can lead to long-term success. Imagine starting your day with a clear plan. At 7 a.m., you might begin with a 10-minute session of reviewing vocabulary flashcards. Then, at 7:15 a.m., you could listen to an English news broadcast while having breakfast, which exposes you to current events and varied accents. This early morning ritual sets a positive tone for the day and ensures that you engage with the language consistently. In the mid-morning, around 9 a.m., dedicating 30 minutes to reading an English article or a chapter from a book can further enhance your comprehension skills. Following this, at 10 a.m., you might participate in a conversation practice session with a friend or through an online language exchange. Such interactions are essential for building speaking confidence and fluency. If possible, schedule a short break at 11 a.m. to reflect on what you have learned, jotting down any new words or phrases in a notebook. Lunchtime can also be used effectively. At 12:30 p.m., while enjoying your meal, try to think about your day in English or even describe your food and surroundings using simple sentences. This exercise turns everyday moments into valuable learning opportunities. In the afternoon, around 2 p.m., dedicate time to writing practice by composing a brief journal entry or an email in English. Writing helps solidify your understanding of grammar and vocabulary, making it easier to recall during conversations. Later in the day, around 4 p.m., you might revisit your earlier lessons by reviewing flashcards or rereading an article from the morning. This repetition reinforces what you have learned and helps in transferring knowledge from short-term to long-term memory. In the evening, at 7 p.m., join an online discussion forum or attend a virtual class where you can interact with other learners. Engaging with a community provides both support and accountability, making your routine more enjoyable and effective. Before concluding your day, set aside time for reflection. At 9 p.m., spend 15 minutes reviewing your progress, noting down any difficulties encountered, and planning what to focus on the next day. This reflection helps in identifying areas for improvement and ensures that you remain mindful of your learning objectives. By the time you go to bed, your mind is not only relaxed but also enriched by a day filled with diverse English learning experiences. Establishing such a daily routine requires commitment and discipline, but the rewards are well worth the effort. Each scheduled activity, whether it is a morning vocabulary review or an evening reflection session, contributes to a steady improvement in your language abilities. With clear time markers and structured practice, you can turn the seemingly daunting task of learning English into an achievable, daily habit that propels you towards fluency. 3. Practical strategies for maintaining discipline in English learning. Maintaining discipline in your English learning journey requires not only a well-planned schedule but also practical strategies to stay focused and motivated. One effective strategy is to set clear, measurable goals. For example, you might decide to learn 10 new words each day or complete one chapter of a textbook every week. Setting such targets helps to break down the overall learning process into manageable tasks, making it easier to track progress and celebrate small victories. A daily checklist, where you mark off completed tasks, can serve as a visual reminder of your achievements, reinforcing your commitment to your study routine. Using technology can also enhance your discipline. There are numerous apps designed specifically for language learning, which provide interactive exercises, flashcards, and even pronunciation practice. At 9 a.m. each day, you could spend 20 minutes on one of these apps, engaging in activities that are both fun and educational. Many of these apps offer progress tracking features, so you can see your improvement over time. Additionally, setting reminders on your phone for scheduled study sessions ensures that you do not forget to practice, even on busy days. Another practical strategy is to create a dedicated study space free from distractions. Whether it is a small corner of your room or a quiet spot in a library, having a consistent place for study helps signal to your brain that it is time to focus. Arrange your study area with all the necessary materials, books, notebooks, a computer, and even a clock with clear time markers. This environment, when paired with a consistent schedule, reinforces the habit of disciplined study. Peer support is also crucial in maintaining discipline. Joining an English learning group or finding a study partner can add a social element to your routine. For instance, you might agree with a friend to have a virtual study session every Tuesday at 10 a.m. These sessions not only make learning more enjoyable, but also create a sense of accountability. When you know that someone else is relying on you to show up, you are more likely to stick to your schedule. In addition to these strategies, self-reflection plays a significant role in sustaining discipline. At the end of each week, set aside time to review your progress. Reflect on what worked well and what could be improved. This introspection can lead to adjustments in your study plan, ensuring that it remains effective and aligned with your goals. For example, if you find that your morning sessions are too rushed, consider shifting some activities to the afternoon. Finally, celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Recognizing progress can boost your motivation and make the journey of learning English more rewarding. Whether it is a successful conversation with a native speaker or a new word mastered, each accomplishment is a step towards fluency. By integrating these practical strategies into your daily routine, you can build a strong foundation of discipline that will support your long-term English learning goals. 4. Overcoming challenges and staying motivated in English learning despite the best-laid plans. Challenges in learning English are inevitable. Whether it is a busy schedule, unexpected interruptions, or simply a lack of motivation on certain days, every learner faces obstacles. However, discipline is the tool that helps overcome these challenges. One common issue is procrastination. When you feel the urge to delay your study session, remind yourself of the specific time markers set in your daily routine. For instance, if it is 3 p.m. and you are tempted to check your social media, recall your commitment to review vocabulary at that time. This small act of resisting distraction reinforces your discipline and keeps you on track. Another challenge is dealing with complex topics or difficult lessons. In moments of frustration, disciplined learners adopt a problem-solving approach. Rather than giving up, they break down difficult concepts into smaller, manageable parts. For example, if you struggle with English grammar, allocate extra study time at 8 p.m. for focused practice on one particular rule. By gradually mastering each component, the overall subject becomes less daunting. Additionally, using various resources, such as online tutorials or asking for help from teachers, can provide the clarity needed to overcome challenging topics. Consistency is key when faced with setbacks. Even on days when you feel exhausted or demotivated, sticking to your routine, even for just 10 or 15 minutes, can make a difference. On March 15, 2023, many learners reported having a particularly stressful day, yet those who practiced even briefly noted that the short session helped maintain their progress. This principle demonstrates that discipline is not about perfection, but about persistence. Every minute spent studying, regardless of the circumstances, contributes to your overall improvement. Staying motivated over the long term requires regular self-encouragement. One effective method is to keep a learning journal. In your journal, note down not only your daily achievements but also any challenges faced and how you overcame them. Reflecting on your progress can serve as a powerful reminder of why you began this journey in the first place. Additionally, setting both short-term and long-term goals can provide a clear roadmap. For instance, you might plan to complete a language proficiency course by December 2023, with milestones such as finishing a set of modules each month. It is also important to recognize that occasional breaks are part of a disciplined approach. Scheduling downtime can prevent burnout and help you return to your studies with renewed energy. Consider taking a 30-minute walk at 5 p.m. to clear your mind, or spend a quiet hour on the weekend reflecting on your progress. These breaks are not a sign of weakness, but a strategic part of maintaining discipline over the long haul. Ultimately, overcoming challenges in learning English is about resilience. With discipline as your guiding principle, every setback becomes an opportunity to learn and grow. By acknowledging difficulties, adjusting your strategies, and persisting through tough times, you build not only language skills, but also personal strength and confidence. Remember that every learner experiences obstacles, and it is the disciplined ones who persevere and succeed. 5. Benefits of consistent discipline in language learning. Consistent discipline in learning English brings a host of benefits that extend far beyond the mastery of the language itself. One of the most significant advantages is improved fluency. When you stick to a structured routine with specific time markers, such as studying vocabulary at 7 a.m. or practicing speaking at 10 a.m., you gradually build a robust foundation in English. Over time, these small, regular efforts lead to a noticeable increase in confidence and proficiency. For many learners, the steady progress achieved through disciplined study is the difference between feeling overwhelmed and feeling in control of their language journey. Another benefit of maintaining discipline is the development of strong study habits. By committing to daily routines, learners cultivate a sense of responsibility and time management that benefits other areas of life, such as work or academic pursuits. For example, a student who dedicates time to English learning each day often finds that this habit translates into improved focus in other subjects. The structure provided by a disciplined approach ensures that you are not cramming sessions into random hours, but are instead engaging in meaningful, consistent practice. Discipline also promotes better retention of information. Repeated exposure to new words, grammar rules, and pronunciation through scheduled review sessions helps transfer knowledge from short-term to long-term memory. Consider a scenario where you review flashcards at 8 a.m. every day for a month. By the end of that month, you are likely to remember the vocabulary much more effectively than if you had attempted to learn everything in a single, unscheduled session. This incremental learning process is a key reason why disciplined study is so effective. Furthermore, a disciplined routine can make learning more enjoyable. When you have a set plan, each study session becomes a purposeful activity rather than a random or stressful task. Knowing exactly what you need to do at a given time reduces anxiety and allows you to focus on the learning process itself. For instance, if you know that at 2 p.m. you will write a short journal entry, you can prepare mentally for that activity and approach it with enthusiasm. The benefits of discipline extend to goal achievement as well. When you set specific milestones, like passing an English proficiency test by a certain date, say December 31st, 2023, you have a clear target to work towards. Tracking your progress against these milestones can provide both motivation and a sense of accomplishment. Each time you meet a goal, it reinforces your commitment and validates your disciplined approach. Over the long term, these consistent efforts lead to significant improvements in language skills, making the learning process both efficient and rewarding. Ultimately, the disciplined pursuit of English learning creates a positive feedback loop. As you observe the tangible benefits of your consistent efforts, your motivation increases, which in turn makes it easier to stick to your routine. This cycle of progress and motivation is the cornerstone of successful language acquisition. By embracing discipline, you not only achieve better English skills but also foster a mindset that is geared towards lifelong learning and personal growth. 6. Case studies and personal reflections on discipline in English learning. Real-life examples can illustrate the transformative power of discipline in learning English. Consider the case of Sarah, who began her journey on May 10, 2022, with a simple plan: study for 30 minutes every morning at 7:30 a.m. and 15 minutes each evening at 9 p.m. Within 6 months, Sarah's steady routine had allowed her to move from basic conversational skills to engaging and in-depth discussions with native speakers. Her consistent efforts, measured by precise time markers, underscored the importance of discipline. Similarly, John, another dedicated learner, started his disciplined routine on February 1st, 2023. He set clear goals for each week, completing one English novel every month and participating in weekly language exchange sessions at 10 a.m. on Saturdays. By August 2023, John had not only improved his reading speed but also his ability to express complex ideas clearly. His story highlights how a structured schedule, combined with determination, can lead to significant language improvements in a relatively short period. Personal reflections from these learners reveal common themes: the importance of a consistent routine, the value of setting clear and achievable goals, and the positive impact of tracking progress with accurate time markers. Both Sarah and John emphasized that discipline was the key factor in their success, transforming their study habits and enabling them to overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. These case studies remind us that while every learner's journey is unique, the underlying principle remains the same: disciplined practice, whether through a daily schedule or targeted study sessions, is essential for mastering English. Their experiences serve as inspiration, proving that with a committed routine and precise time management, anyone can achieve fluency in English. In conclusion, discipline is the foundation of successful English learning. By establishing a structured daily routine, setting clear goals, and using practical strategies to stay motivated, learners can overcome challenges and make steady progress. Accurate time markers and consistent practice not only improve language skills, but also instill valuable habits for lifelong learning. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced student, embracing discipline will transform your approach to language acquisition and pave the way to fluency. Commit to your schedule, track your progress, and let discipline guide your journey to English mastery. Your future success starts with disciplined effort.